Marcus was born in Rome, but he never truly belonged to its noise. In the middle of the city's constant movement, he was one of those rare people who could remain quiet inside. Those who knew him remembered him for listening, not for speaking. Marcus didn't waste words. Before saying anything, he would weigh it carefully, feel its meaning, and only then let it go. His voice rarely rose, but when he spoke, people heard him. His face had soft features, free of sharp expressions. His eyes, however, always seemed thoughtful, as if trying to understand something deeper, not just people, but walls, stones, and shadows too. To him, Rome was more than a city. It was a living body shaped by time. Marcus grew up in a modest home. His father had worked as a clerk in the Forum, spending years among documents and speeches. He often came home tired, but never harsh. His mother kept the quiet balance of the house. She spoke little, listened much, and taught without ever raising her voice. When Marcus stepped outside, the fresh air touched his face. He took a deep breath. The morning air was clean and calm, filling his chest and clearing his thoughts. He knew it would be a long day. His first stop was to meet one of his father's old friends. The elderly man spoke of Rome's past, of wrong decisions, of words left unsaid, of brief silences that shaped years to come. Marcus listened quietly. As the sun climbed higher, warmth spread through the stones beneath his feet. A faint heaviness began to settle into his body. Not exhaustion yet, but the early signs of a long day unfolding. Afterward, Marcus walked toward the marketplace. The crowd had grown thicker. Voices overlapped, and the air filled with competing scents. People spoke loudly, often at the same time, rarely listening. Marcus paused for a moment. He felt his shoulders tighten. In such noise, he wondered, could a single voice truly be heard? The question drifted through his mind, unanswered. A child was crying nearby. A merchant was shouting. A soldier shifted impatiently. Marcus noticed everything. The day was quietly placing small weights on his thoughts. Each one was light, but together they began to add up. Near midday, Marcus witnessed a heated argument between two men. The issue was small, but their voices were large. No one paused to listen. Marcus didn't step in, he only observed. A gentle sadness mixed with his growing fatigue. Rome, he realized, was built not only from great ideas, but also from small moments of impatience. As the sun reached its highest point, Marcus felt a faint ache in his head. He noticed his thirst, but continued walking. Before going to the Forum, he wanted a moment alone. He sat in the shade of a tall column, the cool stone against his back. He closed his eyes for a few moments, breathing in slowly, then breathing out. But the truest words are spoken then. Marcus hadn't fully understood it at the time. Sitting against the cool stone, he did now. This time it wasn't just excitement, it was the natural weight of speaking after a long, tiring day. When he began to speak, his voice was softer than he expected. "People of Rome." His voice touched the stones but didn't harden. It spread gently. Without realizing it, the crowd grew quieter. Marcus chose his words slowly. Each sentence rested calmly on the one before it. He spoke of justice, remembering the argument he had seen. He spoke of equality, thinking of the crowded marketplace. When he spoke of the future, he felt his own tired body, because he knew that the future must carry not only the strong, but also the weary. His speech wasn't a contest. It was an invitation. He didn't hide his fatigue. He didn't shout. He didn't sharpen his tone. This honesty felt familiar to the people listening. Across the crowd, shoulders relaxed, breathing slowed. A deep, full silence filled the forum. It wasn't empty. It was comforting and calm. When Marcus finished, he felt a release inside him. The weight of the day seemed to settle gently onto the ground. Applause followed, measured and respectful. Marcus bowed his head slightly. What he felt was not victory, but completion. As he walked home, the sun was low. His shadow stretched long across the stones. His feet ached. His shoulders sagged. Yet his mind was peaceful. He was tired, but it was the kind of tiredness that invites rest, not escape. Night settled quietly over Rome. When Marcus lay down, his muscles loosened. His breathing evened out. His heart found a steady rhythm. Marcus had learned that even a young person could begin to change Rome. But more importantly, he understood that change doesn't begin with shouting. It begins with a calm voice, spoken at the end of a long, honest day. That thought settled gently within him as the Roman night wrapped him in silence, and Marcus drifted into a deep, peaceful sleep. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more tales of quiet strength and wisdom. We'll see you in the next one.